too many egos, like really, like it's not that I have any less. This is the nature of social media, na? When everybody has a voice, and it's going to be noise. That's the drawback. I mean, social media, as wonderful as it is, it has its fair share of drawbacks also. Hey, मेरे पास एक अच्छा idea, तेरा पति produce करेगा क्या?
नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
Hey, some businessman है ना, he's loaded ना.
Exactly, businessman. है तेरी इसके मुंह में घी शक्कर यार. सच में बोल देना.
घी और शक्कर.
दोनों हर रोज बोल. अरे दृष्टि का तो झूठ में पगला.
But what kind of ghee? Ghee का वाला ghee.
Best वाला, जो भी world का best वाला ghee.
Like for example, that I have no hair on my chest. You didn't know that, na?
I still don't know that.
अरे I don't know hair on my chest.
Okay,
मैं shave नहीं करता. Seriously, I'm like it's just barren line.
Good for you and your future.
I'm so jealous of people who have hair. Like,
Oh.
It is IF. It's called OMAD, 1 meal a day. Oh. But I don't do it because I'm doing it.
I'm like, oh, so you do IF? No, I don't do it for IF purpose.
Yeah.
But
because
it is
people,
IF.
The tip of her nose twitches when she talks. Nobody knew that.
I don't think so. Only he's observed it till
the
now.
The tip
no
of her
one has
nose
told me
twitches.
this.
ऐसे ऐसे करता है जब वो बात करती है ऐसे ऐसे.
We'll see this next time.
ऐसे बहुत क्यूट है. मैं गंदा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. बहुत
प्लीज कोशिश भी मत करना, पैट बचेगी.
नहीं गंदा नहीं है. It was this big यार once. विटामिन की गोली थी, बड़ी मुश्किल से नीचे गई. You are intelligent enough to understand. You see the trailer. You see all the wonderful comments.
He's scaring them off or he really
I am scaring you because बिस्तर के नीचे तुम नहीं देखोगे तो बिस्तर के नीचे मिलूंगा मैं. It's called Showsha. Showsha. You said sense of humor. Now भुगतो.
Hello everyone. We have with us today two of the most incredibly talented actors and the cast of Duranga, Gulshan Devaiah and Drashti Dhami.
Hello.
Welcome to News 18 Showsha. How are you
Showsha.
doing?
It's called Showsha.
Showsha. We are good. How are you doing?
Good. You look fab.
Thank you.
Red hot.
Yeah. Very fit legs also.
Well.
Oh, she exercises a lot. She's very diligent with her workouts.
Very true to my fitness.
Never misses it.
Okay, so talking about Duranga, it's a remake of this Korean drama called Flower of Evil. Let's talk a little bit about the increased penetration of K-drama, K-pop that's happening in the country. What's your take on this? You might not necessarily be fans. Like, I'm not a fan of it, but I'm well aware of what's happening. I mean, people have gotten mad. I mean, it's, I think, currently way popular than even Bollywood.
Yeah, I know. I've actually, I've not really watched any K-drama.
Yeah.
I've actually not even watched Flower of Evil, and it was quite intentionally it was very intentional. I didn't want to watch it because I just wanted my fresh take on the show. But I've seen one show, which was Crash Landing.
On you.
On
Crash Landing on you.
No, it was just Crash Landing, right?
Okay. No, I think it was Crash
Oh,
Landing.
really? I have no idea. See, like I said, I don't know. But that was a fun show. It's just, I think they're a little lengthy. They're like an hour and a half episodes.
Yeah.
And I think
Is it like a TV show?
it's like a TV show. It's very similar to our Indian TV. Very similar, right? With the romance and I don't know, I felt, and their culture is also very similar to our culture. So, but it's just, I thought it was too much for me to like see and understand and read the subtitles. I was lost. So, but I think all my friends are going crazy about K-drama.
Absolutely.
Like, they are going mad. They want to, and when they got to know we are doing an adaptation of a Korean show, they went mad. They were like, wow, we are going to watch it.
What do you have to add
I'm
to
not
that?
familiar with this infiltration. I know that this is happening. There are a lot of people, particularly since the pandemic and a little before that, people had started watching because there's access now. And that's the great thing, that we have access to such things, and there are very good subtitle versions available and all that. But I am not really familiar with, because I have not watched any of the shows, including I have not watched the original of this also. So I don't really know. I think K-pop also is really popular. Like some of the pop stars are really popular. Some of the Korean actors, not only in India, I think worldwide they have like stardom. I was watching something from Fashion Week, and I think one of those Korean movie stars and K-pop star went to Paris, and they had crowds like serious crowds, like how like Michael Jackson would crowd that kind of crowds. And that's probably when I realized that, oh, okay, these people, I don't know who they are, but they are really famous, because in Paris, if they're going to pull like this many people, that they must be really like, you know, very popular. And then I found out that one was a Korean actor and the other one was a K-pop star.
Yeah.
I think Korean makeup is really coming up right now.
Oh, yes.
I mean, there's
Korean food also is popular apparently. Like,
so, yeah.
Yeah, I think they have this thing called glass eye makeup.
Yeah.
है ना?
Yeah.
Really?
I picked it up on Instagram.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
it's a very nice glossy.
Do you think it'll look good on
clean
me?
Look. Yeah, very.
Do you think it'll look good on me?
Very.
Amazing.
I should try it, no?
You should.
You should totally go for
On
it.
Instagram or for real life?
For real life.
Thank you.
Okay, so while a lot of adaptations are happening, remakes are happening, which I think is giving this opportunity to our Indian audiences to watch something that was made abroad in their own language, But do you think this is also giving rise to a dearth of original work?
Sure, it is. It really depends. And like, if people are just making stuff because it's a trend, then I think I'm not particularly very interested in that, and I may have an opinion about that or not. But there are ways to sort of creatively adapt things. If your source material is something, you can adapt it in a way, and you can be creative and different. And which is one of the reasons why two of us decided not to watch the original content,
Yeah.
because we wanted to have our own take, right or wrong, that's besides the point. We wanted to have our own creative approach towards playing these characters and being part of this story. But sometimes it happens, like with every trend, like people, when the trend starts to peak, then everybody just starts to sort of remake everything left, right and center. I am not particularly a big fan of that. It may make sense to other people, it may make business sense or whatever. But yes, I would always prioritize, we must try and find a way to sort of have a balance, and also give opportunities to original work also, because there is no dearth of talent. It's not like we're running out of stories or something.
Right, very true.
I don't know about films, whether they should be remade or the original is better, but I definitely feel when I listen to the music which is being remaked a lot right now, I still prefer the originals for sure.
Yeah.
I think that so many songs are now being remade.
Right.
I still
I think
prefer
that's because I think everybody is just following a trend.
Yeah.
अच्छा remakes चल रहा है आजकल बनाते हैं
हाँ.
वो नहीं होना
that
चाहिए.
I feel like I miss the old songs. I feel those are those, like you can't remake them. Adaptation, like we said that we are not trying to remake, but we're adapting. We've got it. We are trying to make it Indianized. We made it more local. We've added characters or minus characters looking at our surroundings and our language. So I think that's okay.
Drashti, you play an inspector in the film. So this is what I have noticed, and I'm sure that a lot of our audience also agrees with it. The kind of inspectors that we have seen, the male inspectors, the characters in films are marked with these cliches, what I'm talking about, these larger than life characters, biceps and everything. But when we see women playing cops, be it films,
है biceps
भाई
तो
सब देख लो मेरे भाई.
calf muscles भी बढ़िया है इनका calf.
be it in films or web shows, there's a certain, I wouldn't say tenderness, but they're very authentic. I think they're humanized. Do you agree with it?
Yeah, I totally agree to it. I think the swag isn't there because you're playing a regular, real cop, and I think that is nicer, I believe. And I don't think the swag would really look cool on me per se if I'm playing a cop. I don't think I would want that or any of those swaggy moments happening or a larger than life moment happening. I like to play this real cop or more realistic cop, and I think more people will resonate with it because it's very real. She's a wife and she's a cop and she's a working woman and she's still a mother at home and she's still a wife home. So I think it's just more realistic when you play it like this.
Gulshan, you have been synonymous with this so-called unconventional type of cinema.
Really?
Yes, really. Did you find your true calling in the web space because you feel your sensibilities match more here with the kind of stories that are being told in the web space?
Not really. I don't care. I have a variety of interests, and it's nice when people think of me to be unconventional on that, because I would understand it that they mean it in a very positive, flattering manner. So that's fine by me. But if you'd actually look at my body of work, it's like I've done all kinds of films. I've done Commando 3, which is an out-and-out commercial film. I've done Hate Story, which is an erotic thriller. I've done really hardcore independent films also. And I've done Ram Leela, which is like the scale of which is like, it's a big scale, big budget sort of a film. So I've done all of these things. So maybe my interpretation of roles is a bit unconventional because of how I approach it or how I interpret it. There could be some truth there, but I wouldn't exactly say that all my roles are very like out of the box or unconventional. So, but I like that. I like that diversity, and in a way that I'm conscious of it also, because in a way I'm curating my career also and saying that okay, fine, okay, this seems interesting. Let me try and do this. So sometimes it's a hit and miss. Sometimes you do get it wrong. You think some project is a good idea, and after you do it, you're like, I don't know if that really went well. That happens to all of us.
Yeah.
It happens. You do make. It's impossible to have an unblemished record. But overall, I think the experiences and what your output should try and still be at a higher average.
Right.
So that is my effort. I completely forgot your question. What was it?
You were there.
Your sensibility. You're almost
So
there.
my sensibilities are like that, I think, the way I interpret. So
Yeah.
I think people have this perception. But I welcome this perception, although I don't agree with it entirely. I welcome it because it's positive.
But do quirky characters fascinate you?
Sometimes, yes.
Because
Sometimes.
he is a quirky person.
है ना?
also, yeah.
Maybe
Your
I am.
sense of
sometimes.
humor, my God, on social media, I must say.
Thank you. You're a fan. Thanks. I think I'm really funny, but slowly people are understanding. मतलब मेरा sense of humor बहुत अच्छा है. धीरे-धीरे
लोगों को समझ आ रहा है.
आपको समझ में आएगा.
Okay. Drashti, you started your career with TV and you have, worked in that industry for so long. TV actors often say that, they have faced discrimination when it comes to them being cast for web shows or films because they feel that they are never the first choice. Have you experienced something like that?
Not at all. I don't think and like I said, this is just my beginning to OTT, so
Yeah.
maybe I have more experiences, but I'm hoping I don't get these kind of experiences. I have not experienced it at all. I think when Empire happened, I don't even know who they had as an option, but I was
Yeah.
always their first choice. Or be it here, I don't know. If I was not their first choice,
No, I was the first choice, and I told them that I'm still not ready yet as an actor to play a woman. I would
Yeah.
like to, but I'm not ready. And they said, okay, then do you mind it if we offer it to somebody else? I said, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so there you
You
go.
should be thankful.
Discrimination happened here. Because he didn't want to play it, and that's why I got it. Thank you, Gulshan.
You're welcome. You didn't know this, no?
No, I didn't.
Just like how I didn't know that you beat Lauren Gottlieb in Jalti Clash.
But yeah, so I
Wow,
don't
man.
know. I haven't experienced it yet, and I don't want to experience it also. So I don't know.
All right.
Some things is better if you don't know.
है ना?
Because it doesn't bother you then.
Exactly.
होता होगा ऐसे, नहीं भी
होगा,
होता
जब
होगा.
पता चलेगा,
But
अगर
if you
हुआ है
think
तो
ऐसे
बुरा
होता
भी
होगा,
लगेगा.
हाँ.
तो अब जब तक नहीं पता है तब तक बेटर ही है नहीं पता है.
Some things.
Yeah. I have to talk a little bit about your social media.
Twitter, क्या social media?
अरे
बाकी
मतलब
सब में
इतने
fail है.
मजेदार tweets. मतलब I recently saw something that you wrote on boycott culture, cancel culture.
Yeah.
मतलब कहाँ से आता है ऐसा sense of humor आपका?
No, sense of humor था क्या? That's a reality. Cancel culture is, boycott culture is the cancel culture with a different name. That's all.
Is it frustrating, Gulshan, sometimes? I mean, what is happening? I mean, we have so many other important things to talk about, and here we are boycotting films,
But
actors.
this is the nature of social media, na? When everybody has a voice,
Yeah.
and it's going to be noise. That's the drawback. I mean, social media, as wonderful as it is, it has its fair share of drawbacks also.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So somewhere we have to also have the responsibility to censor ourselves. But unfortunately, we as people, not only just here in India, but generally, are not very capable of doing that.
Yeah, right.
Of like holding back and saying that, okay, maybe I don't need to say this stuff.
Drashti, are we going to, now your fans want to know this, are we going to see you in a Bollywood film anytime soon?
Let's hope I get
चल
something.
करते हैं ना.
Sure.
I'm sure you've received offers now.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. Let's see what happens if I do and if it's
ए
interesting.
मेरे पास एक
why
अच्छा
not?
आइडिया, तेरा पति प्रोड्यूस करेगा क्या?
नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
ये सब बिजनेसमैन है ना, इज लोडेड ना.
Exactly, businessman.
जू में बंगला है ना आप लोगों का.
बराबर है. बंगला.
हाँ?
काश तेरे मुंह में घी शक्कर.
अच्छा फ्लैट भी है तो बहुत बड़ी बात है यार, जू में फ्लैट.
फ्लैट है. हाय तेरे इसके मुंह में घी शक्कर यार. सच में बोल देना.
घी
ऐसा हर
और
रोज.
शक्कर.
दोनों हर रोज बोल. अरे दृष्टि का तो झूठ में बंगला.
बट व्हाट काइंड ऑफ घी? गीर का वाला घी?
बेस्ट वाला जो भी वर्ल्ड का
A2,
बेस्ट
A2
वाला
घी.
गया A2.
What an
A2.
amazing conversation, guys.
I have incredible capacity to do bakwas. That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
I enjoy myself
Moving
on Twitter.
Moving on.
Okay, tell us something that you figured out about him that you didn't know about him during the, while you were
So
shooting.
not like he's never been a friend before this.
Yeah.
So not like that. Oh, something I didn't know and now I know.
Like for example, that I have no hair on my chest. You didn't know that, no?
I still don't know that.
अरे I don't know यार मैं just it's
Yeah,
clean.
okay,
मैं
he
shave नहीं
doesn't.
करता seriously. I'm like it's just barren line.
Good for you and your future.
I'm so jealous of people who have hair, but it's also smelly and like so that
Bakwas
way.
has begun.
Oh my god.
No. Shh. I think yes, one thing I noticed is if he has to work after 10 p.m. then he gets a little angry
Okay.
because he's hungry by then. He needs to eat food because he eats only once a day.
Mostly.
Once a day?
Mostly, yeah.
And he doesn't call it intermittent fasting even when it is IF.
It is IF. I don't refute it. Like,
Oh.
it is IF. It's called OMAD, 1 meal a day.
Oh.
But I don't do it
He
because
says
I'm doing it.
I'm like, oh, so you do IF. No, I don't do it for IF purpose.
Yeah.
But
Because
it is
people-
IF. Like
it is IF. Technically, it is IF. But then it's also like a popular term used as a diet and all that. So that's why it's not a diet. It's just my lifestyle. It's my lifestyle choice.
Okay.
Like a monk, like Sadhguru. He also eats once a day.
okay, next.
But I have better body than Sadhguru. He has other things that are
Okay.
better. His beard is definitely better than mine.
Duranga.
Okay, tell us something that her fans do not know about her.
The tip of her nose twitches when she talks. Nobody
What?
knew that.
I don't think
Fans-
so. Only he's observed it. Till
The
now,
tip
no
of her
one has
nose
told me
twitches.
this.
ऐसे ऐसे करता है जब वो बात करती है ऐसे ऐसे
We'll see this next time.
ऐसे बहुत क्यूट है. मैं गंदा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. बहुत
Please, कोशिश भी मत करना. पैट बचेगी.
नहीं गंदा नहीं है.
Okay, tell us अपना दोनों का बोलो. Two of your favorite thrillers, two of your favorite thrillers.
Favorite thriller? I remember watching a Korean film called The Chaser. English title उसका Chaser है.
Okay.
उसको मतलब illegally बॉलीवुड फिल्म बनाया गया है. हम लोग लीगल हैं, सब पैसे देके कर रहे हैं. तो that's an incredible film. I really loved that film.
Ooh, I know.
And most of Fincher's films are like quite thrillers. I really liked Mindhunter, although it's not a film, but I would say that it's an incredible film.
I think this is not thriller, but I don't know what genre it is. Don't fuck with cats. It's not thriller, right? Have you heard of this show?
No, I've heard of it. I've not
And the
watched it.
movie Argo.
Yeah,
Argo.
Oh my god, it's one of my favorite films, and I can watch it It's just so like I can't sit when I'm watching that film because I'm just waiting what's going to happen, even if I know what's going to happen.
Yeah. So is social media a boon or a bane for you?
Doesn't matter.
Both.
I do it for fun,
Yeah.
and when I don't feel like doing it, then I don't do it.
See, mostly it's a boon. It's a nice thing. I'm not saying कि नहीं होना चाहिए social media, but yeah, it's.
I think boon because you
it's
know सबकी
both.
birthdays याद आ जाती है मेरे लिए. तो best वो है कि सबके happy birthday wishes आ जाते हैं. Then I know it's
thanks
a
to
Odissan's birthday.
Facebook.
Okay, tell me one pill that was hard to swallow when it comes to the
It was
film
this
industry.
big यार once. विटामिन की गोली थी, बड़ी मुश्किल से नीचे गई. You said sense of humor. Now भुगतो.
You didn't let me
You
finish the
only
question only.
Okay, sorry.
About the film industry, I'm saying.
I would
Bitter pill to
I mean
swallow.
about the, what showbiz, let's say, show business.
Too many egos, like really, like it's not that I have any less. मेरा भी है तो, but I become conscious of my own ego.
I think
sometimes.
a lot of times it is out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Power is corrupting, and sometimes when you see people who are very powerful because they're successful or who can control and all that, you do see it runs into that. Just enjoy it, man. It's okay. Yeah, you're powerful and you have a lot of things happen for you. Just enjoy it while it lasts. It's not everything.
I think enjoy its passion. I think it's art.
Can be a
So
little
enjoy
nicer
it.
to people.
Don't misuse it.
People can be a little nicer to each other. Definitely.
That's everywhere. That's not just here. I think that's
Yeah, no,
everywhere.
because she said particular to the industry, so I limited to that. None of these things are bitter pills actually. I'm sorry, I don't have any bitter pills.
That's all right. And lastly, tell me one reason why we should watch Duranga.
Because it's really a nice show and you must watch it.
I'm not giving you any reasons.
It's the
You
best,
are intelligent
best
enough.
reason.
You are intelligent enough to understand. You see the trailer. You see all the
I don't know
wonderful
whether he's
comments.
scaring them off or he really
I am
wants
scaring
them to
you
watch.
because बिस्तर के नीचे तुम नहीं देखोगे तो बिस्तर के नीचे मिलूंगा मैं.
That's so creepy.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
He is
creepy.
creepy. Don't
I
you
am
know
threatening
now?
you. I am threatening you. What reason you want?
Why,
All
when
right,
you get
guys.
angry, you get into this South Indian accent.
Yeah.
Because I am a South Indian.
I know, but why when you get angry? No. Why? Otherwise, you're like talking normally and suddenly you're like, don't watch it. Why?
Because
you
I
watch
am
it?
from the south. मैं एंगर होता है तो मेरा असलियत बाहर आता है.
बाहर आ जाती है. All right, on that note, guys, thank you so much for such
Thank
a fun
you.
conversation. All the best for Duranga.
Thank you so much. Hi, this is Drashti.
Hi, this is Gulshan. You're watching us on News 18.
Showsha. Like
Subscribe and maybe share.
and maybe share.
Watch our show Duranga 19th August onwards. Forever.